play with this anymore, that's fine by me. Put it to the side of your mat. No offense taken up here. Let's get going in child's pose. Take your knees out wide, fingertips to the top of your mat. Take a deep inhale. Breathe out. Go in. Let all that air go. Start to find your ujjayi breath. Look for the pauses between your inhale and between your exhale. Create space in these moments. They're the chance for stillness in your practice and the chance to really let each pose land as you encounter it. One more time, full breath in. Big breath out. On your inhale, come to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, check it out. I always like to go high on my tiptoes here. Inhale. Drop both your heels over to the right side of your mat. Stretch out the left side of your body. Deep breath. Come back up and we'll go do the other side. Drop your heels to the left now. That's it. Come back through to center. Inhale high on your tippy toes. One more time. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk the whole way up to your hands. Take a halfway lift. Full breath in. Ragdoll. Let your head drop down. Bring your hips forwards 1 more inch. Put a little bit of weight into the ball mounds of your big toe. I know it's going to make the stretch up the back sides of your legs a little bit more intense, but it's good stuff. This pose, by the way, the longer you hang in it, clearly the more intense it gets. But the Sanskrit name literally translates to something that means the intense pose. And it always makes me laugh here, especially when the fire really starts burning in the back of my legs. Like, oh yeah, you can, yogis, you know how to name a pose. Press your heels into the mat. Inhale, roll the whole way up to standing. Reach up. Drop your hands down to heart center. We'll start class with 3 ohms. Take a breath in. Inhale, reach up, forward fold. All right, yogis, it's time for those resistance bands. If you, oh yeah, you guys thought we were gonna wait to get into it? No way I was handing these things out. All right, here they go. If you want more intensity, your resistance bands are gonna go around your ankles. If you need a little bit less intensity, bring them up just above your knees. Yeah, that's it. You get to choose here. All right, are you ready? This is it. We'll start over again. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Chaturanga. Keep your heels pressing out. Oh yeah. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. 2 breaths here. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can change bands if you want to. One more time. Inhale, up on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold. Extended mountain. Inhale. Fold. Halfway lift. chaturanga. Upward facing dog into downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. I know it's a lot to press out through your heels. One more time. Inhale on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop. Halfway lift. Good job, Janet. Forward fold. I see you. Extended mountain. Inhale. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog in. Downward facing dog out. That's it. Take 2 breaths. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Up and back. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog on your inhale. Down dog exhale. 2 breaths here. Blow it out. One more time. In. Out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Widen your feet here. Fold. Halfway lift. Feet wide. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. To downward facing dog on your exhale. 2 breaths. One more time. In. Out. Feet to hands. Last one. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Breathe. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. It's the last time you get to do this. Up dog. Downward facing dog. All right. Drop your resistance bands. We're not going to carry them through Sun Bs only because it's ridiculously hard to do Warrior One in it. I have tried. Are you ready? Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, sit nice and low, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Step nice and deep so that you can feel it in your glutes and the back of your leg. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog in. Down dog out. Left side, warrior one. Step low. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. 3 breaths here. Cultivate your drishti now. Set your gaze to the back of your mat. In each pose, choose one thing to look at. Last breath in. Bend your knees out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose as low as you can go. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. See if you've got more space to get into the back of your leg. Chaturanga. Let's flow. Up dog. Into down dog. Left side, warrior one. Eyes to the ceiling. Hands to the mat. Upward facing dog. Through to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Yeah, take the sigh if you need it. 2 more times. Last one. In. Blow the air out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Pick your toes up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Keep your feet wide. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Eyes to the ceiling. Chaturanga. Moving with your breath. Up dog. Through to down dog. Left side, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, move out. Up dog. Into down dog. That's it. Take the sigh if you need it. Yeah, Angie's got a great idea here. Take your hands wide on the mat. Sometimes just bringing your hands to the outer edges can provide some new space in your shoulders. That's it. Find a way to drop your chest 1 inch lower towards the ground. Nice job. Last breath in. Full breath out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog in. Down dog out. Right side warrior one. Stay for the full breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Into down dog. Left side warrior one. Last one. Chaturanga. I feel like this was a lot of warrior ones. Up dog into down dog, right? Was it? Okay, take your breath here and pick your right leg up. Kick the center of your heel straight up towards the ceiling. Yeah, good adjustment there, Henry. Bend your top knee, open your hip. Look for all the space. Press your right pinky finger into the mat. Flip dog. Nice job. Now organize your feet here. You want both of them facing 12 o'clock. That's it. Peter, you can bring that right foot in just a little bit closer. There you go. Now see if you can reach out through your right shoulder even further, creating as much space as you can across your chest. Last breath here. Back over high plank and into side plank. Nice job. Eyes to the ceiling. Look at your top hand. Think about pressing your palms straight up towards the ceiling above you. Nice job. Stay for one final breath. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Into down dog. Let's switch sides. Left leg up into the air. Bend your top knee. Open your hip. I just love this side body stretch. See how deep you can go. Nice job. Kayla picks that top knee up 1 more inch. You got it there. Flip dog. Look for the space that you can create as you press down through your feet. Can you bring your hips up 1 inch further? Can you open your chest 1 inch wider towards the ceiling? Make all the space that you can. Back over high plank and into side plank. Left hand down, right hand up. Nice job. Yeah, if you've got the space too, you can lift your top foot up. Nice job, Suzanne. Look over those top fingers. Spread your fingertips. Press your palm up. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. I know. Upward facing dog into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Sigh if you need to. A drink of water is appropriate too. Towels, all of it works. Are we ready? Right side crescent lunge. Nice job. Now crescent lunge. Drop your hips down 4 inches lower. I know, immediately I always want to come up here so that the top of my thigh is working, but the true pose, like the place of discovery, is getting down here, back knee just 1 inch above the mat. When you find that, you'll find the back side of your leg really lights up here. Bring your fingertips up to the ceiling. Look up. Challenge yourself. See if you've got 1 more inch to drop down. Oh yeah, that's a big adjustment for all of you. I see it happening. Keep your hips low. Hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Nice job. Now activate that back leg. You're still keeping your hips low, but the back leg is what's going to keep your hips level. Nice job. 2 more breaths here. You can do anything for just 1 more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Breathe in, rise up, crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Not long here, I promise. I pinky swear promise to you. Drishti out over your front fingertips. Get into the back side of your thigh again. See if you got 1 more inch. Angie, I know you do. Yeah, there you go. Take extended side angle. See? You had it. You knew you could go there all along. Okay. Keep your hips low in the pose. Now, the lowness of your hips here determines how good the stretch feels up the top side of your body. See if you can press your hand 1 inch forwards. Bring your hands to the mat, chaturanga. Whew. Move through up dog and into down dog. Take the sigh here if you need one. Whew. Sounds like it was needed. 1 more sigh in and out. Left side crescent lunge. Nice job. Get width in your stance. It's going to help you keep your balance here. Now check it out. How low can you go in the front leg? If you still feel the top of your thigh turning on, you're not low enough. Get way lower. It took me forever to convince myself that getting low in this pose was actually possible. Yeah, Peter, you've got long legs. You could probably bring your front foot forwards even more. Yeah, there you go. Now see if you can drop low. Good stuff, Janet. 3 breaths. Explore. See if you can drop your hips. 1 more, right? Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Press back through the toes in your back foot. Like you're trying to press the mat away from you. It's really going to anchor the back foot and let you reach up through the crown of your head. Stay for 1 more breath. On your inhale, rise up, crescent lunge into warrior 2. Drishti over your front fingertips. Drop low in the lunge. Extended side angle. Yeah, a block can be an awesome tool here. Reach your top hand forwards. Press the skinny edge of your back foot down into the mat. Let that be the anchor here so that you can reach through your top hand. Spread your fingertips, palm to the head of your mat. Breathe in, chaturanga, exhale. Move through up dog, inhale, into downward facing dog. Take a breath in, blow the air out. Feet to hands. Now I'm sure, as you all can imagine, resistance bands. Oh yeah, you knew it was coming. Now I'm going to recommend in this one that your resistance bands are above your knees. Ankles, I mean, I've done it at ankles here in this pose, but I'm going to tell you, it's hell. It's not fun. Oh yeah, you got it? You ready? All right. Feet wide, especially you, Suzanne, then. Out like almost to the edge of your mat. There you go. Now, think about putting the weight into your heels as you sit back into chair. That's it. Now, we're not going to do any twisting in this first one, okay? Just get used to it. Sitting back as low as you can into your hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, shoulder blades together, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fold. That's it. You can bring your feet together a little bit, or sometimes I just plant my feet into the ground and try to lock my knees out. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to recommend that, but sometimes a bad habit is kind of a good thing to know. And that's it. You can shake your head yes and no. Are we ready? Round 2, let's go. Feet out wide. Weight into your heels. Now we're going to get into some twists this time. See how low you can go into your hips. Lift all 10 toes up. Yeah, you've got this. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. 3 breaths. 1. Breathe with your neighbors. 2. Last one. In and out. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Left side, hands to heart center. Left. 3 breaths. That's 1. 2. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose, fold. All right, drop your resistance bands. Bring your palms and feet out to the edges of your mat. Tuck your palms underneath of your toes. Let your head drop down. You like this? Yeah, A+. Suzanne said she likes this. And honestly, I feel impressed. Resistance bands are not an easy thing to work with. Crow pose. Angie, let me know how that goes, by the way. Yeah, I've never done it with that. With a resistance band on? Okay, cool. You let me know. I know she loves the crow pose on your back lately. Yeah, between your knees. Yeah. You got it? Hard? Okay, hard. 5, 4, 3. Peter's like, absolutely not. 2, 1. Chaturanga. I love the face. It's good. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Right side standing leg raise. And here's how we're going to do this. Angie, I'm stealing yours for a moment. So resistance bands are coming with you. For my friends at home, you're just going to do a regular standing leg raise. If you don't have your resistance band, Erin, I think you're ready to go. So resistance band is going to go around both of your feet right now. Yeah. Here's what we're doing for standing leg raise. Foot flexed. Just pull your knee up. I know it sounds really easy when I say just pull your knee up, right? Think about tilting the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. You got to keep your tailbone scooted underneath of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap. Henry, how's it going? You've got a face going. Are you ready? Left side. Yeah, we swap sides. 5, 4, shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Swap. So the thing that's pulling on the front side of your hip, that is your hip flexor. It actually does the work of keeping you standing up. It's what connects your upper torso to your legs. Strengthening it is really key here. Swap sides. Left side standing leg raise. We'll do the last one. Here you go. Think about pulling the front of your pelvis up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down. All right, step out of your resistance band. We're not going to use it for airplane. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can use it here, but my thought is if you wanted to try it around your thighs, that might work. Nice job. Henry, dial your back foot down so that your toes are facing the floor. There you go. Now press out through your heel all the way through the crown of your head. Hey, you've got that. See how that feels. Kayla, flex your back foot. Oh, yeah. Angie says it's hard. Okay, that's good. Huh. Let's see. Half moon. Can you get there from here? See, this is the thing. I mean, I can try the resistance band out in class all the time, but it's all about discovering new ways to use it. And you guys are the ones who are going to innovate. Bring your top foot up 2 inches higher. I learn more from my students than I do at any other time on my mat. One more breath, feet down. Here we go, forward fold. Now sway side to side. We've done a lot of work on our outer hips as well using those resistance bands. This is a perfect time to release all of that like energy maybe. Rise the whole way up to stand. Left side, airplane. Here we go. Press your heels straight back. For my friends who want to use a resistance band, more power to you. That's it. Now, Erin, dial your top foot down so that your toes look straight at the mat. Good job. Kimmy, pull your shoulders straight back together. There, good adjustment. Everybody, let's go for half moon. Nice and slow and controlled. Yeah, Janet, that transition was like perfect there. Lift your top foot a little bit higher. Both feet to the ground and fold. I love the folds here. It's good. Yeah, shake your head yes and no. Really look for the sway right to left. That always makes me feel better. Rise all the way up to standing. Now, friends, if you haven't seen me do dancer before with the resistance band, we're going to do it today. So here's how you do this. Angie, I'm going to return this one to you. Thank you. Swap, because it's a lot easier to do this with the lighter resistance bands. Here's what happens. We're going to start with right side. Hook your foot through the resistance band. Now, as you press your shin back, you're going to bring your elbow underneath to then press forwards. If you can't reach there, this also works, just holding on to it. Now, with your resistance band, if you start to fall out of the pose, just release it. The resistance band is not going to get hurt, and I have yet to have somebody slingshot their neighbor with a resistance band. That's it. 2 more breaths here. Just trying it out. Feet down. Swap sides. This also works with the strap, but the reason why I like the resistance band here, left side, is because it really strengthens your core muscles. How you get your elbow through? Awesome. So grab it with your hand. And then from here, you're looking to bring your elbow under. And this is a little uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie to you, until you get it up. Yeah, it's a lot. You got this. By the way, the resistance bands, as you use them, they stretch out. Yeah, I can tell Kayla's got the one I always use, and it makes this a lot easier. Last breath, let them go. And I mean, even as you're coming down off of these, that's it. Perfect job. Just let them go. Seriously, it's not worth ripping yourself backwards. I've done it before. One more time. Let's explore right side, and then we'll be done, okay? And yes, you can use the strap if you'd prefer, or don't use anything. Just 2 breaths here. Press out to the edge of the pose, shin back, palm forwards. One more, and then swap. Left side dancer. I never used to be able to do this pose. It was like one of my most hated sequences. Even as I was learning the sequences, I used to always try to skip equanimity because I was so bad at this pose. The thing that eventually built my core strength was the resistance band. All right, drop them, feet to the mat. Right side tree pose. I pulled my class yesterday, and I learned tree pose isn't everybody's favorite pose in equanimity. I learned that it was dancer for everybody in my last class. Shocked. Straight shocked. Okay. I thought I was crazy. Thank you all for confirming that it's only kind of crazy. Which left side? Stay. Find grounding. Press the ball mound of your big toe into the mat. Press your heel into the mat. Bring both feet down. Come to the head of your mat. Inhale, extended mountain. Fold on your breath out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog in, down dog out. Right side triangle. I do not have a fancy way to use the resistance band here. Don't worry. Instead, focus on pressing your feet into the mat. Focus on the ball mound of your big toe. Oftentimes what happens, the default in this pose is bringing all your weight into the pinky toe and letting your leg sort of fall outwards, fall out of alignment. See if you can press down through your big toe instead. This feels almost like pulling your hip straight back into the joint. Your next inhale, rise. We'll take side facing, wide-legged, forward fold. Now, if you've got your resistance band with you, you can always choose to use it for a bind here. It does work pretty well for that. So find some softness in your knees, a little bend here. On your next breath, inhale, rise up to standing. We'll take namaste, front facing, forward fold, or split variations. You get to choose. Check that for namaste, front facing. Your feet are nice and wide, and both are facing directly forwards. Yeah, that's it, Angie. Good adjustment. No matter where you're at, whether it's a forward fold or a split, think about your right hip and pulling it backwards. Take twisting triangle. Left hand down, right hand out to the side. Find your Ujjayi breath here. Use it to press towards the edge of this pose for yourself. 2 more breaths. Exhale and twist. Last one, breathe in. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. Move through up dog on your inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take left side triangle. That's it. Henry, keep your heel anchored here and then bring this toe up a little bit further. There you go. So when you change your back foot so it's not exactly parallel with the back of your mat, what you're actually doing is making this hip connect straight into the joint. That's it. Angie, you can do the same thing too. Heel in the back stays at the same spot. Yeah, that's it. So bring your heel back here and then this toe up here. Oh yeah, you got it. Up here. There you go. There, good stuff. 2 more breaths. Last one. On your inhale, rise up. Namaste, front facing, forward fold, half split or full split variations as well. I miss side facing, wide legged forward fold. That's it. Press down through both feet. For my namaste front facing forward fold, think about your left hip pressing backwards. For my friends in side facing wide legged, on your inhale, rise up and take namaste front facing forward fold. I know some of you guys are already there. Don't worry, we're just collecting. That's it. Twisting triangle. 2 more breaths in and out. Last one, chaturanga. Move right through up dog and into downward facing dog. From down dog, roll out into your high plank. Lower the whole way down onto the mat. Use your resistance bands around the outer edges of your wrists. So your hands are going to go straight through the resistance band for Kimmy and Aaron. Anything, a strap or something else that you can put some weight against, a belt would also work. You're just looking to create a loop so that you can press outwards through your hands. So a little loop like that. That's it. Good stuff, Janet. Oh yeah, Angie's going to do the super yogi version of this. Are you ready? Set, go. Press down, lift up, press through your wrists. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. That's it. You can knock your knees side to side. Let's try the super yogi version. So bring your hands out in front of you. Resistance bands around your wrists. Ready? Press down. Lift up. Let's go. Locust pose. Round 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down on the mat. You can knock your knees side to side. Take a breath here. Floor bow. Nice job. Feet flexed. Press back. Lift up. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. 1 breath in and out. Second set. Press down. Lift up. Round 2. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto your mat. Let's take upward facing dog. Press down and lift. Knees onto your mat. And we'll do camel. So I do camel all the time with a block between my legs. Aaron and Kimmy at home, that can be an awesome way to do this, but let's try it with a resistance band. I know, since we've got them out, you might as well see how you can use them in as many poses as possible. So typically why I use a block here is to hug in and create core contraction that way. What you're going to do today is press out against the resistance band to actually cause the same action in your core. If I'm being honest with you, this is my favorite way to do camel. The block is great, but what really works for me is a resistance band to press against. That's it. Press out through your knees, hands at your back pockets, lift through the center of your chest. Two more breaths here. Last one. Come the whole way down and roll onto your spine. Now, I'm sure you already knew I was going to tell you to bring your resistance band for this one too. So resistance bands right above your knees for bridge and even wheel pose if you want to work up into that today. Make sure that you set your feet a little bit wider than usual. It's going to help you press against this resistance band. Shoulders tuck underneath you. Bridge pose, round 1. Just focus on pressing out through your knees here and getting settled in your heels and also in the ball mound of your big toe. All the leg action happening. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Knock your knees side to side. Release the sides of your hips. And then we'll go up for second set. Feet out, press down, and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. All right, we're going to work through only 2 wheel poses today. All right, and you get to choose whether you want to stay here in bridge or move up into wheel. Are you ready? Set, go, press down, lift up, inhale, bridge or wheel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, come back down. Inhale on the mat. Full exhale. Round 2, press down, lift up, bridge or wheel. Last one, here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin and come down. Take your resistance bands off. Do Supta Baddha Konasana. You can, by the way, lasso your feet with the resistance band here and hold the other side of it in your hands. It's just another way to stretch in this pose. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Bring both feet straight into the air. Grab your resistance band. I know, again. This also works with a block. And you've seen this probably in my classes before. Resistance band around, again, either your ankles if you want it to be harder, or right above your knees if it's a little bit easier that way. Now reach your fingertips up towards your toes. Continue to press out through your ankles. Exhale, lower your hands and lower your feet down towards the mat. On your inhale, bring them both back up. On your exhale, lower down, keeping the press outward. Inhale up, exhale back down. You've got this. Keep breathing up and down. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock head to toe 3 times. We're not done with the resistance bands yet, so don't throw them away. They're coming back. On that third rock, lie the whole way onto your spine, and this time your resistance band is going to need to come above your knees. Again, if you don't have one with you, this works just as well without them because we're doing yogi bicycles. Now we're going to go extra slow for these guys. So on your exhale, right ankle, left knee, right? And then swap sides. Back and forth. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. That's it. Exhale, switch. Feet flexed for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, knees into your chest. Last one, rock head to toe. We're going to hit boat pose. You don't have to use a resistance band. But at this point, if it's there, it'll be fine. Last one, boat pose. Just a traditional boat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rock. All done with stability. I know. Those yogi bicycles with the resistance bands, they'll get you every time. I made the mistake of grabbing a heavy one time for those. I couldn't even move my legs. Not going to lie. All right. Come through down dog. And we'll go to right side. Right side locust. Lizard lunge, actually, is what I'm looking for. So move from downward facing dog. Bring your right foot up to the outside of your right hand. Then from here, you can choose, maybe this is enough stretch. Usually I can really feel a stretch in my back hip flexor here. So again, that front side of your hip is what you're looking for. You can choose to drop your back knee here if you would like. And if you're feeling pretty good about this, you can even bring your forearms down to the floor. Oftentimes, a block underneath your forearms can be really helpful. Breathe. Find a steady Ujjayi breath. Rise up onto your hands again if you came onto your forearms. And what I want you to do is take your right hand and you're going to create this little Barbie C-shaped hand or a Lego hand. Now what I want you to do is put your hand about midway on your thigh. From here, focus on rolling your fingertips out. Now note, you're not pressing against your knee here. We don't want to do that. You're moving the muscle in the top of your leg out. You can even start to twist your shoulders open towards the right. Your next breath, bring both hands to the ground. Press onto this back knee and take a little half split here. Flex your front foot. Find all the length that you can from your heel all the way up the back side of your leg. Come through to downward facing dog. And we'll take right side half pigeon. The best thing about a class that builds a lot of tapas, a lot of heat in your body, is getting to use that heat to create opening here. Humans are kind of like a piece of metal. When we're cold, we're really stiff. And there's sort of there can be a toughness in being stiff, but there's also a fragility to it. Like if too much force, too much pressure is applied, you can break. But the thing about heat is, just like in metal, humans, when we warm up our muscles, when you get your joints all ready to go, you can find way more space for new opening, new flexibility. The journey into power, which is the name of the sequence that we do every time here in class, was built specifically one sequence as another after another, so that you would build this heat in order to be able to use it here at the end of class. Take a deep breath in. Blow the air out. Come through to downward facing dog. Now in down dog, kick your right leg up. Check out all the new space that you've just created in your hip. You can bend your knees. I find that after a big like opening pose, as in half pigeon locust lunge, any of those other options, lizard lunge. I always want to check out the work that I've made. Bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lizard lunge with the opposite leg. Again, you can choose to keep your back knee up off of the ground or let it sit down. As you breathe here in these first moments, look to keep your shin pressing against your arm or hugging into center line. See here if maybe after a few breaths, you have the space to bring your forearms down to the mat or to a block. Let's go for the Barbie C-shaped hand here. So again, this little assisting hand comes midway down your thigh so that you can lift up through your left shoulder and press out through your fingertips. Take 2 breaths here. With each exhale, checking out any new twists that you can create. After your final breath, come through to a half split. That's it. Look for length here. A tool that can prove to be super useful, especially in a half split, is a block, maybe even 2 blocks. Oftentimes, the setup that I go for looks a lot like this. Down on my right knee, left leg out in front, and then both of my hands planted squarely on blocks so that I can keep my center of gravity directly over top of my leg instead of off to one side or another. Here, instead of having to reach, just use this. I gotcha. Come through down dog into left side half pigeon. Breathe. When you breathe in the pose, your body, consciously or unconsciously, is going to start relaxing certain muscles. Deepen your breath, creating long, steady exhales. On your next breath, take downward facing dog. I know. Take a breath. Explore the new space that you've created in your hips, both sides at this point. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Come through to a seated position. Yeah, just like that. Roll the whole way onto your spine. Now from here, you're going to grab a strap or your resistance band. Don't worry, we're doing a stretch with it and not another work piece. I promise. As you roll onto your spine, we're going to start with your right leg. So resistance band or your strap is going to go around the ball of your toes. You're going to collect your strap into your left hand this time. So right foot, left hand. Place your right hand, I know this is like Simon Says, on your right hip. And then let your leg drop over to the left side of your body. Keep your foot flexed and press out through your heel. Now, usually what I find in this pose and what most people find is a big stretch up the outside, like the right side of your leg. Breathe and flex both feet. Bring your leg out through center. And swap sides. Strap a resistance band around the ball mound of your left foot. Drop your leg over to the right side of your body. Breathe as your body brings up like new sensations, new feedback for you in the pose. Flex your foot and press out through your heel. See if you've got any more space after a breath or two. Bring your leg up through center. Hug both knees into your chest. You can rock side to side or back and forth. Fish pose. Last one. You can choose to do fish just with your forearms or fish using a block. Check out that the crown of your head is just touching the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, blow all the air back out. Rock onto the right side of your body. We're going to get upside down, hips above your head, hips above your heart, and shoulder stand, waterfall. Other inversions are also an option here, but just choose how you want to get upside down today. That's it. Flex your feet and press your heels straight up towards the ceiling. Hug your knees into your chest and roll the whole way off of your block. Bring both knees to your chest again and drop them to the left side of your body, eyes over your right shoulder, supine twist. Drop your knees over to the opposite side. Hug your knees into your chest. Take Shavasana. Legs and arms out long with your eyes closed. Take a breath in and sigh it out. Bring some movement to your toes and your fingers. Hug your knees up into your chest one last time. Rock on to the right side of your mat and place your forehead down on the floor. Make your way up into a seated position. Inhale, fingertips up. Drop your hands down to heart center. We'll close class with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, guys. It was great to see you. Kimmy, thanks for joining online. Same with you, Aaron. It was good to see you all in studio. And if you choose to take this class in the future, it's great to see you then too. Thank you.